Hi, it's Sean here from Spiffy Stores. I'm here today to show you how to create a mega menu in the Simple theme. The first step is to head over to the Your Settings section that's in the top right of your store's admin. Here we'll enable advanced theme options and save our changes. This allows us to add CSS styles to our store menus. For the purposes of this tutorial, we'll assume you've already created all of the collections that you need in your store. If you haven't, then you should pause this video and then go and do that and then come back. When your store is first set up, it's set up with 4 default menus. The one that appears by default at the top of your store is, funnily enough, called Top Menu. So that's the one we'll be working with today. The first item we'll be adding is the one that's going to control whether or not our menu item is a mega menu. So we'll add the item, link it to a collection, the men's collection that we have there, and add a style of mega menu to that menu item. Now that will make it a big drop-down menu, which is different from the normal drop-down menus. So without the style, it would just be a normal drop-down. The next step is to start creating columns and items in our menu. So we'll just whiz through. The first one that I create here will have a style of title on it so that it shows up as a title in the menu. Once we've done that, we go up to the top there and click on the reorder link. That allows us to put the menu items in so they show up where we want them to. Just like building a drop-down menu, adding items and dragging them to the right makes them sub-items of the main menu items. The first item creates a column, and items that are dragged across further create items that belong to that column. So we'll preview our store now and refresh the page, and you can see that our first column with all of its items are showing up in a big white space. Now obviously we're going to have a bunch of columns there with a whole lot of links, just like in this example. So let's get started. As our first item is at the top of a column, we'll add a title class to it. I think you pretty much understand the rest by now. You might have noticed that I'm linking everything to the same collection for this demo. That's because I'm lazy and I didn't want to create all of the collections just for a demonstration. Now we've added all the items for this column, we'll go up again to the reorder link and drag things into place. And you'll see that we have 2 columns now, each with their own items. We'll go and preview our store and refresh the page. We'll see. Now we see there's 2 columns there. So we'll head over to the store admin again and add in the rest of our columns. You'll see that the first one that I've added again has the style of title. I'm just going to whiz through and do all of these. We'll speed up the video a little bit. It's probably a little bit boring. The pants and shorts item is actually a title, just like you can see in our preview here. So we're going to give it a title class and continue adding other items. And we'll drag them into place. A bit of a faster approach is you drag them all into one column down the bottom, and then you can drag the whole column with all of its sub-items in one go. We'll preview our store now, and we can see that there's another column there. So we're going to whiz through the next steps until we get to adding the image in. So we're just reordering items now, and you can see that we have 4 columns in our mega menu. So we'll just preview the store. You can see all of our columns and items there in the store menu. If we check our little mock-up here, we'll see that we want to add an image as our final column in this mega menu. So we'll head over to the Uploaded Files section, which is under Design and Assets in your store's admin. I've already prepared an image for this, and I can upload it either using drag and drop or by browsing to find it on my computer. Make sure you take a note of the exact image name that you've uploaded, as it's used when creating the menu item. So we add a new menu item here, and we put in as the name of the link the file name. Now it's always preceded by /files. That's part of the URL where images are accessed on your website. We set the custom CSS class name to image, so that the theme knows that it's an image that you're adding to your menu. And now we'll reorder the menu and drag it up into place. We'll preview our store and refresh the page. You can see all of the columns along with the image are in place. Stay with me if you want to see how to add larger images to your mega menus, because you can have them spanning a few columns as opposed to just one. There are a number of styles built into the simple theme that allow you to have images that span multiple columns in your mega menus. We think it looks a lot better if you mix up your image sizes if you're going to have multiple mega menus. This one here in the mock-up looks like it spans about 3 columns. So we'll head over to the store's admin to add in this menu. Once again, we're adding a new mega menu. So we'll add our menu item to the top level with the style of mega menu on it. As we see in our mockup, our image spans about 3 columns. So we'll add in our image and add the class image-3-columns to it. You can find more information about the column widths for images in the themes documentation. So rather than go through all of the steps of creating an entire menu, we'll just jump forward and show you the completed menu. Now we'll switch across and preview the store, and you can see the women's mega menu is all completed. The image spans 3 columns and it looks really good. in contrast to the men's mega menu drop down, which has the image on the other side. And that concludes this tutorial. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing how creative everyone can be with the new mega menus.